Good morning, class.
Good morning, Ma'am.
Kindly stand and let us pray. Shirley, lead us a prayer.
Thank you, Lord, for this day. Bless us and our family and friends.
Before you take your seat, please pick up the scattered papers and arrange your chairs. Please be seated.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Is there any absent today, class?
None, Ma'am.
Okay, that's nice. No one is absent. Before we start our discussion, I want you to identify what thing is this and the purpose of it. So, what is this?
That is an umbrella, Ma'am.
So, what is the purpose of it?
We use it for protection from the rain and sun, Ma'am.
Very good. This is umbrella and we use it when it is raining or sunny. The item that I have presented have something to do with our lesson. So later on, we will find out what it is. Now, let's proceed to your activity. Directions. Find out the meaning of each underlined word by choosing the set of words below. Then afterwards, use it in a sentence. Number 1 is days without refreshing little company to pass the dreary miles. Number 2, we were all weary of waiting for you. Number 3, a gust of wind flung snow into her face. Number 4, I found these apples smoldering in the cupboard. Number 5, you have a great fate to fulfill in this life yet. Number 6, they voted to cease strike action immediately. Are you done? Let's check already.
Yes, Ma'am.
Read first the sentence, then say your answer, okay?
Yes, Ma'am.
So, what is the answer, Shirley May?
It's lifeless, Ma'am.
Very good. Who can make a sentence using the word lifeless? Anyone?
Ma'am,
Okay.
these forms were lifeless but still existed.
Very good. How about number 2?
Ma'am,
Yes?
the meaning of the word is weary, is exhausted, Ma'am.
Very good. And use it in a sentence.
I am exhausted. I have no time to sleep or rest.
Very good. So now let's proceed to number 3. Kindly said your answer. Anyone? Yes, Shirley May.
Ma'am, the answer is strong rush of wind, Ma'am.
Very good. Then use it in a sentence.
Ma'am, a strong gust of wind blew a small cloud of dirt into the air and she shielded her eyes.
Very good. That's correct. So now let's proceed to number 4. So number 4, what is the answer?
Ma'am, it's disintegrated, Ma'am.
Very good. Use it in a sentence.
The paper will disintegrate if it gets wet.
Okay. How about number 5? Nigel?
Ma'am, it's fortune.
Very good. Use fortune in a sentence.
There must be a fortune right here in this building.
Amazing. Last number, please. Baby Rhea, what is the answer?
Stop, Ma'am.
Very good. Use it in a sentence.
Please stop making noise.
That's good. You have got all the correct answer. Now, let's proceed to our lesson. Earlier, I have showed to you an umbrella and you have said that we use it when it is raining. So now, we are going to discuss the poem The Rainy Day by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. But before that, let's know first, who is Longfellow? Henry Longfellow was the most loved poet in America during his lifetime. He has been called America's household poet. He writes about the beauty of simple affections and the pleasures of the home. He tells us to have faith and confidence in God. Now, read the poem and then later on, I will read it again and expound it. Do you understand, class?
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay, who can read the poem? Anyone?
Ma'am,
Okay.
The rainy day. The day is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. The vine still clings to the moldering wall, but at very gust the dead leaves fall, and the day is dark and dreary. My life is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. My thoughts still cling to the moldering past, but the hopes of youth fall thick in the blast, and the days are dark and dreary. Be still, sad heart, and cease refining. Behind the clouds is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall. Some days must be dark and dreary.
Very good. Okay, I will read again the poem for you. The rainy day. The day is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. The vine still clings to the moldering wall, but at every gust the dead leaves fall, and the day is dark and dreary. My life is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. My thoughts still cling to the moldering past, but the hopes of youth fall thick in the blast, and the days are dark and dreary. Be still, sad heart, and cease refining. Behind the clouds is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall. Some days must be dark and dreary. Now, I will explain to you what is the message or thoughts of the poem. In the first stanza, it says there that in our life, we tend to experience painful battles. We face problems and challenges that hurt us and make us almost give up on life. But we still hope to overcome them. We still have faith that everything will change. We believe that one day, everything will be better. Everything will fall into its place. Everything will come out in a good and a better, best place that you want in life. How about in second stanza? Being in that very painful situation or challenges, we feel empty. Yeah? We feel sad, lonely, and there are times that we feel sick. We have depression and we experience anxiety. And also sometimes when we were alone, we think about our past and we can't help but to cry and start questioning ourselves. But just like in the first stanza, we still hope for the better. We still believe that it will end soon, that we'll never feel or be in that kind of situation again. In the third stanza, a lot of people can easily forget what happened to them or about their past. It makes us sad, but everything happens for a reason. We experience those because God knows that we can overcome them. Sometimes, we need to face problems, challenges, or those painful situations to become better, braver, and stronger. Everyone can be in the same situation, and we need to be in the same situation to get to where we are now. The poem Rainy Day wants us to realize that we experience those rainy days because they molded us. It helps us to know what things that we need to do today. Do you understand our lesson, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Now, let's proceed to your activity. Okay? Read and analyze thoroughly the question and answer it in one whole sheet of paper. And then later on, I will call one of you to share your answers. Do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 1, do you consider your past to be a lesson or a source of suffering? Why or why not? Number 2, if you consider your past or challenges in life as a lesson, what lesson did you learn? Number 3, if you consider your past or your challenges in life as a suffering, how did you cope up? Number 4, does your past affect your future? Number 5, why do you think we need to let go of our past? Number 6, do you have any regrets about your past? Why or why not? Number 7, what makes you stand today despite of your past? Number 8, when do we experience rainy days in our lives? Number 9, what is the lesson that we can get in the poem? Number 10, why do you think we experience those rainy days? And number 11, why do you think we have faced some problems or challenges in our lives? You can now proceed in answering your activity. Okay, let's hear now the answer of one of your classmates. I will read the question, then later on, give me your answer. Is that okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 1. Do you consider your past to be a lesson or a source of suffering? Why or why not?
Ma'am,
Okay.
I do consider it as a lesson, although I suffer because of what happened. The pain makes me stronger and made me realize to love myself more before others.
Very good. How about number 2? If you consider your past or challenges in life as a lesson, what lesson did you learn?
Ma'am,
Okay?
the lesson I have learned is all about loving myself first before loving someone because love is not permanent.
That's correct. And how about if you consider your past or challenges in life as a suffering, how did you cope up with that?
Ma'am,
Okay.
I move on by having some hobbies and having my attention to those people who loves me and be happy as long as I can.
Okay, that is a nice idea or experience you have got in your life. Number 4, does your past affect your future? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, it is because I have some trauma because of it, and even the years pass, it still hurts a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Number 5, why do you think we need to let go of our past?
Ma'am, to be able to be strong and to be learn past mistakes.
That's correct. Very good. What makes you, do you have any regrets about your past? Why or why not?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because I have regret in the point of I'm begging someone, but I realize it is a process to be who I am today.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea of being, realizing something with your past. What makes you stand today despite of your past?
Ma'am, I always say to myself, I am worth it with or without him. He made me realize that I am rare and I don't deserve to be an option.
That's a good mindset of you. When do we experience rainy days in our lives?
Ma'am, we experience rainy days in our lives when our anxiety and self-doubt hit us.
That's correct. What is the lesson that we can get in the poem?
Ma'am, through the rain, there's a rainbow after it. Meaning, even the problem hits us, there is a God who protect and save us.
That's correct. Always believe that God is always here by our side. So, why do you think we experience those rainy days?
Ma'am, we experience rainy days because it developed us to be a better one.
That's correct. Why do you think we have faced some problems or challenges in our lives?
Ma'am, We encountered some challenges or problems because it is a process to be better. And with problems, we learn a lot from it.
Very good. Some of your answers are good and you can get messages or lesson that you can use in your life. To understand more our lesson, let's have a review. What is the title of our lesson?
Ma'am, the poem is entitled The Rainy Day.
Very good. And what it is all about again?
It is all about those rainy days or problems, challenges, and dark past that we have.
That's correct. Why do you think is the greatest lesson that we can get to the poem we have discussed?
Ma'am,
Okay.
it is about accepting that there will always be a rainy day in our lives. Also, we need to believe that after those rainy days, the sun will shine brightly. We should never lose our hope and faith in God.
Very good. So, now, do you understand our lesson?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. Let's have another activity. Instruction. Explain the meaning of each one and write it in a paper. Number 1. What does the line, "My life is cold, dark, and dreary" mean? Expound the meaning of thy fate is the common fate of all. Number 3. Rain must fall in every person's life. How should we handle the rain that falls in our lives every now and then? Number 4. What mood does the poem convey? Number 5. What word and phrases emphasize the mood? So start answering now. Okay, let's hear another answer from your classmate. Number 1. What does the line, "My life is cold, dark, and dreary" mean?
Ma'am,
Okay.
it described that his life full of sadness and loneliness and problems.
Very good. So, expound the meaning of thy fate is the common fate of all.
Ma'am, it is all about what is our beliefs or faith that same to others. It is common because we always to have a source of income to fulfill our dreams and all of desires to be granted. What we faith is also fated by others.
Very good. So, number 3, rain must fall in every person's life. How should we handle that rain that falls in our lives every now and then?
Ma'am, if the rain or problem hits a certain people, you must consider to beg help to God. He is only the one who helped you in the problem you encountered. He is the one who knows how you can overcome your problem.
That's correct. Just go and pray to God. Number 4, what moods does the poem convey?
Ma'am, the mood is sadness, but it turns into inspiring one because it describes the problems we encountered, and inspiring because you will realize there are so many reasons to continue your life despite of the problem you face.
Very good. And lastly, what word and phrases emphasize this mood?
Ma'am, the phrases is, into each life some rain must fall, some days must be dark and dreary. In these phrases, it describes that as a human, we encountered a lot of problems and we cannot control it, but the poem tells us you don't have to be scared as long you have faith to God.
Very good. So, for your assignment, create a collage representing your life story. Put it in a clean bond paper. Do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So, that's all for today. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Goodbye.